Hello to all the explorers of the bizarre and discoverers of the fantastic. Welcome to Explore and Discover Curious World, the channel that takes you straight to the heart of the most incredible curiosities and the strangest news from the universe. If you're passionate about cosmic mysteries, galactic oddities, and stories that will make you say, "Really?" then you're in the right place. Hey, you're not just here to watch, are you? Smash that subscribe button and join our community of curious minds. Have you ever wondered just how big the universe really is? It's one of those questions that can make you feel tiny, isn't it? Since humans first started gazing at the night sky, we've been fascinated by the stars, planets, and those mysterious points of light that seem to shine just for us. Yet, no matter how much we study, how much we explore, the universe continues to surprise us, showing us there's always something bigger, stranger, and more mysterious out there. Take Jupiter, for example, the giant of our solar system. When I was a kid, they told me Jupiter was the biggest planet around, a gas giant with a storm that's been raging for centuries. And for a long time, we thought nothing could be bigger. But, as often happens, the universe decided to show us how little we actually know. And that's where AB comes into play. Now, imagine being a scientist who just discovered a brand new planet, and not just any planet, but one that's 9 times more massive than Jupiter. It doesn't take much to imagine the astonishment and excitement those astronomers must have felt. I mean, it's like finding an elephant in the middle of a group of mice, and it's not just its size that makes it special. AB is also unique in the way it formed. Instead of following the traditional path of accumulating dust and rocks until it becomes a planet, this giant decided to take a shortcut, forming directly from the collapse of a gas cloud. Think about it. It's like someone decided to build a house not brick by brick, but using a giant 3D printer. It's a radical and innovative approach to planetary formation, showing us that the universe has more than one trick up its sleeve. But what else do we know about this distant system? AB orbits around a young star, AB Aurigae, that's only 5 million years old. Yes, you heard that right, 5 million years. To put things in perspective, our sun is about 4.6 billion years old. So, in cosmic terms, AB Aurigae is practically a newborn, just starting to emit its first rays of light. But this young star system is already teeming with activity. Around the star, there's a disk of gas and dust in constant motion, a turbulent environment that seems like the perfect playground for forming new planets. And AB Aurigae B is just one of these cosmic babies, growing in a way that defies everything we thought we knew. Imagine being on AB Aurigae B, a giant planet that takes 588 Earth years to complete one orbit around its star. This means that if you were born on AB Aurigae B, you'd never celebrate a birthday in a full year. Unless, of course, you're immortal or a cosmic vampire. Speaking of giants, we can't forget our old friend Jupiter. Jupiter has been the undisputed ruler of our solar system for billions of years. It's a planet so large that it could contain all the other planets in the solar system and still have room for a few more moons. And with its 79 known moons, it's as if Jupiter were the king of a small space empire. And then there's the Great Red Spot, a storm so vast it could swallow Earth whole. But despite all its grandeur, Jupiter now has to contend with AB Aurigae B, which is 9 times more massive. It's a bit like being the world heavyweight champion and then meeting an opponent 3 times your size. But don't worry too much about Jupiter. With all those moons orbiting it, I'm sure it'll find a way to stay the star of our solar system. And really, who could resist the charm of a gas giant with an eternal storm? AB Aurigae B isn't the only giant challenging our understanding. There's also GQ B, another colossus that's driving astronomers crazy. This celestial object is so large that we're not even sure if it's a planet or a failed star. If it's a planet, it would be the largest ever discovered, with a radius 3.5 times that of Jupiter. And it's not just its size that makes it mysterious. GQ B orbits a young star at such a great distance that it takes centuries to complete one orbit. It's like a planet that's decided to keep its distance from everything and everyone, kind of like a cosmic hermit. Imagine living on GQ B. Not only would you have a spectacular view of your star from far away, but you'd never have to worry about planetary traffic. And with such a distance, you could easily ignore Christmas and New Year. For a few centuries, the universe is full of mysteries and oddities, and we can't stop at just giant planets. There are also incredible phenomena like the Fermi bubbles, huge structures of gas that extend 25,000 light-years above and below the plane of the Milky Way. These bubbles are so large they could contain millions of solar systems, yet we still don't know exactly how they formed. And then there are the supermassive black holes, like TON 618, a cosmic monster with a mass 66 billion times that of the Sun. If we had to compare it to Earth, it would be like comparing a skyscraper to a grain of sand. But what's truly fascinating is that TON 618 might not be the only one out there. There could be other, even more massive black holes hidden in the universe, ready to swallow anything that gets too close. For those who complain about their energy bills, think about TON 618. It needs so much gravitational energy that it not only swallows light, but would probably blow the fuses of every planet nearby. We can't talk about cosmic mysteries without mentioning pulsars. These celestial bodies are small but incredibly dense. Imagine a sphere the size of a city that weighs more than the Sun. A pulsar emits beams of radiation so powerful they can be detected from thousands of light-years away. And there's one pulsar in particular, called the Black Widow pulsar, that's literally devouring its companion star. It's like it's having its own stellar meal, reducing its companion to a pale shadow of what it once was. But let's not stop there. The universe is also full of nebulae, immense clouds of gas and dust that glow with vibrant colors. Take, for example, the Tarantula Nebula, the largest we know of, stretching 1,800 light-years across. This nebula is a true star factory, where new stars are born at an incredible rate. It's like a cosmic nursery where the future of the universe is created every day. And to think that while here on Earth, we struggle to find space to build new houses, the universe is creating new stars millions of light-years away without even asking for permission. So, how are planets really born? The story of planetary formation is one of the most fascinating in astronomy. Imagine a giant cloud of gas and dust floating in space, a bit like the chaos we find in our room when we haven't cleaned for months. But unlike our room, this cloud doesn't stay messy forever. Slowly, under the influence of gravity, this cloud starts to condense, forming a protostar at its center, which is the first step towards the birth of a solar system. Around this young star, the remaining material begins to clump together, forming small lumps that gradually become larger. These lumps of dust and rock start to fuse together, growing until they become planetesimals, the building blocks of planets. Eventually, over millions of years, these planetesimals combine to form fully fledged planets. It's a process that takes millions of years, but in the end, the result is a complete solar system with planets, moons, asteroids, and comets. Think about when you try to do a 1,000-piece puzzle. Now, imagine doing it in the dark, with the pieces floating freely in space, and you have an idea of how complicated the formation of a planetary system is. But AB Aurigae B and its system are following a slightly different path. While many planets form slowly by gathering material, AB Aurigae B seems to have been born more rapidly and violently, as if it decided to take a cosmic shortcut. This shows us that, just as there's more than one way to bake a cake, there's more than one way to form a planet. Gravity is a force we all know well. It keeps us anchored to Earth, makes apples fall from trees, and gives us a good excuse not to jump too high. But gravity plays a much deeper role in the universe. It's the force that shapes stars, planets, and entire galaxies. It's gravity that holds solar systems together and makes planets orbit their stars. But gravity can also be a destructive force. In black holes, gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. It's a force that bends space and time, creating some of the strangest and most mysterious phenomena in the universe. Think of gravitational waves, ripples in the fabric of space-time, caused by catastrophic events like the merging of black holes or neutron stars. And then there's us, struggling with gravity every time we try to do a somersault at the gym and end up face first on the floor. But hey, at least we're not near a black hole, right? That wouldn't be a good place to work out. Gravity is also the force that allowed the formation of AB Aurigae B, drawing in the gas and dust needed to create this colossus. It's a force as simple as it is complex, continuing to amaze us and challenge our understanding of the universe. But what's happening to the universe as a whole? The universe isn't static, it's constantly expanding. This expansion started with the Big Bang, about 13.8 billion years ago, and since then, space has been stretching more and more. Think of a balloon being inflated. The galaxies inside the balloon move farther apart as the balloon expands. And so, the universe grows a little bigger every day. But what does this mean for us? It means that distant galaxies are moving away from us, and the farther they are, the faster they move away. This leads us to think that, one day, the universe could become so vast, and the galaxies so distant, that we won't be able to see anything outside our galaxy. A slightly unsettling thought, but luckily, it's something we won't have to worry about for a few billion years. And here I thought traffic on the highway was the worst problem. But imagine a universe so expanded that even the most powerful telescope couldn't see other galaxies. It would be like trying to find a stable Wi-Fi signal in the desert. The expansion of the universe is one of the great mysteries of cosmology, making us reflect on how little we really know. What does the future of the universe hold? And what will we find as we explore farther and farther? The answers to these questions could completely change our understanding of reality. And then there's one of the oldest and most fascinating questions. Are we alone in the universe? With billions of galaxies, each containing billions of stars, it seems almost impossible that Earth is the only planet with life. But so far, we haven't found concrete evidence of life beyond our planet. But we're not just sitting on our hands. Scientists are exploring planets and moons in our solar system and beyond, looking for signs of life. Think of Mars, where rovers are digging into the soil searching for ancient microbes, or Europa, a moon of Jupiter with an ocean beneath its icy surface. And then there are exoplanets, distant worlds orbiting stars other than our Sun, some of which might have the right conditions to support life. Imagine the scene, an alien sitting on a distant planet, watching a YouTube video on Explore and Discover Curious World, wondering if there's intelligent life on Earth. Maybe they're also wondering if they're alone. The search for life beyond Earth is one of the most exciting adventures of our time. And even though we haven't found ET yet, every new discovery brings us a little closer to answering that fundamental question. Finally, let's take a moment to appreciate the wonder of astronomy. Every night, when we look at the sky, we see only a small part of the universe. And yet, even with the naked eye, we can see stars, planets, and maybe even a comet or two. Astronomy teaches us to look beyond our little corner of the world and to imagine the infinite. With modern telescopes, we can see objects billions of light years away, observing light that has traveled through time and space to reach our eyes. It's a window into the universe, allowing us to explore the edges of our knowledge and discover wonders that even the wildest imagination couldn't conceive. So, as we continue to explore and discover, let's remember that the universe is full of surprises. Every discovery, every new piece of information, is a small step forward in our understanding of the cosmos. And who knows what we'll find tomorrow? Perhaps a new Earth, or maybe a planet with oceans of methane. The important thing is to keep looking, keep asking, and keep wondering. So, fellow explorers of the cosmos, we've taken an incredible journey through some of the universe's most extraordinary wonders. From the immense AB Aurigae B to the mysterious GQ Loopy B and TON 618, we've only just begun to scratch the surface of what the universe has to offer. And the best part? There's still so much more to discover. So if you want to keep exploring the oddities and mysteries of the universe with us, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to make sure you don't miss any of our future explorations. And remember, here at Curious World, there's always something new to discover. And now, a question for you. If you could visit one of these strange cosmic objects, which would you choose? AB Aurigae B, the colossal GQ Loopy B, or maybe you'd prefer to take a peek at the dark heart of TON 618. Or perhaps you're more interested in finding life on an exoplanet. Let us know in the comments below. We're curious to hear your thoughts.